Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for Halloween card number 7. This one was created using a number of my favorite dies, and I hope you guys enjoy. And here we go. For the card front, I started with this piece of gray cardstock, and it's about a 4 2/8 inch square, and I have the Whisper White ink pad from Stampin' Up and a blending tool, and I'm going to add some color to the background to imitate the look of fog or mist in the woods, like so. And I'm just gently touching the cardstock. That's cool. Then I cut this moon out using my MFT Circle Stacks die set, and I use my Stampin' Up Pacific Point and basic gray ink pads to add some color and some definition on the moon, like so. And I'm going to glue it to the center of my card. Then I'm using one of my favorite dies again, this Spooky Tree die from Cherilyn Designs. I'm cutting out 2 trees, which I'm going to glue to each side of my card, like so. Spot. And once I glue them on, I'm going to cut the excess off. Before I glue my second tree down, I actually added this ghost behind the tree trunk, just peeking out, and then I added a little of the white to my tree to show some of the shimmer from the moon. Then I used the Spellbinders Halloween Fence Scenes and Shapes die set, and I cut this house out and add some yellow cardstock in the back to create the look of lights on in the house. And I'm going to glue it like so under my tree. Then I use my Ghost Trio die set from Memory Box, and I cut a bunch of ghosts, and I'm going to add them to different areas of my card, create a scene of ghosts just having fun and flying around. Then I use this Going Batty die from Cherilyn Designs, and it cuts 3 different bats, and I chose the little ones, the small ones, and I'm just going to add a couple to my card, just on top of the moon. And I wanted my sky to look a little shimmery with maybe a look of stars or just a light shimmer sky. And I use my Wink of Stella and I'm just going to add it to the top like so, just randomly. all crazy like, and then it added some shimmer to my sky. Then I use the basic black ink pad from Stampin' Up, and I'm just going to distress the entire edges of my card front, like so, in basic black. For the sentiment, I'm using my Critters in Costumes stamp set from Lawn Fawn, and I'm just using this little cute little boo stamp in a little speech bubble. I'm stamping on some orange cardstock, and I'm going to cut it out. And I decided to add another little ghost at the bottom, and I want it to look like this. Two little baby ghosts just playing in the front of the house, like so. I think they're so cute. Then I'm going to add here my sentiment, the little word boo, above the ghost that's peeking out from behind the tree. And I thought that was very cute. For my card base, I have a 5.5-inch square card in black cardstock. And I'm just going to add here the front of my card, and this is what it looks like. So dark gray cardstock, distress the edges again. And I'm choosing this Happy Halloween stamp from Sissy Designs. And I add 3 of my ghosts to the bottom left. I'm going to use my stamp positioner to stamp my sentiment exactly where I would like it to be. And that looks good. And I'm using VersaFine Onyx Black ink. And that's pretty much for the inside of the card. So this is my card and all the goodies that I used to make the card. And I hope you guys liked. And thanks again as always for watching. And see you next time. Bye.